everyone, I'm here to discuss some highlight points about patch 4.0.1. Now, let me begin with saying that all tanks are having issues holding aggro, and it's not just Druids, but since I am a Druid, of course I will be discussing the issues I have with the new patch. So first off, Swipe has a 6-second cooldown. I really don't like this. I think that that's pushing it a little bit, and maybe they could put in a glyph to cut that in half. But 6 seconds is really pushing it. I was taking some instances earlier, and after I swiped, sometimes people would accidentally pull other groups, and my swipe is down. So there's no way I can grab those mobs. It's not like you can tab target through like other people are mentioning in the forums, because it just doesn't work that way. There's no way you're going to get them off the healer before that time. My suggestion when this happens, if there hasn't been damage done to those mobs already, usually Demo Roar can pull them off, but that would be my suggestion until you have your swipe cooldown up. So unfortunately there's not really much that you can do there other than wait. So hopefully nobody in your group gets stupid and does that kind of thing to you. But there's nothing you can do about it. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. There's really not much you can do about any of the changes that has happened. Our second move that we got is called Pulverize. It does 120% of damage from your weapon. And I was like, okay, cool, this is going to be great. I have an ICC 10-man heroic weapon, and, you know, I was like, oh, I'm going to be doing a lot of damage, and therefore I'll be doing a lot of threat. However, that wasn't the case, unfortunately. On a Clothy, it did about 4.4k DPS. On a Plate Wearer, it did 2.1k DPS. On a Boss, it did about 4.1k DPS. So, it didn't pull through like I wanted it to. Now, the way that Pulverize works is you stack up your lacerates to 3. Now, they only go up to 3, so make sure you're not, like, you keep stabbing that button and you're like, it's not building, because it no longer goes to 5, it goes to 3 now. So you build up your lacerates, and the more lacerates that you have when you hit Pulverize, the more damage it will do. But when you use Pulverize, it pulls those stacks off and you have to start new. So I guess it's a good idea that they made it stack to 3, and then you Pulverize, and then go back to 3 and Pulverize. But it's just not my favorite. It does a decent amount of threat, but nothing too special. Now, since you can input more glyphs, I suggest that if you don't have it already, go ahead and go grab the Mangle glyph. It increases the damage done by your Mangle, and when I use my Mangle on bosses, I was doing 10k, and you know, that's just Mangle itself. So of course that's a lot of damage. And that's why I really think that Blizzard's pushing us away from AoE tanking. I'm not really sure if it's because Cataclysm doesn't have AoE tanking, or if it's because they kind of want certain tanks to be AoE and certain tanks to be single target, like it used to be in pre-BC. However, I kind of have a conclusion that in Cataclysm it's going to be pretty much single target tanking, because Paladin's Consecration is now dropped to a 30-second cooldown, and that's insane. That just sucks. So, I don't know why they would want us to change that right now, because we don't get our main move until, I believe, 83. So we're going to have to deal with, you know, this crappy tanking until, you know, 2 months. So, like I said, guys, there's not really much that you can do. And overall, I think that Druid tanking is going downhill. Single target tanking has always been our strength throughout the whole entire game. But I'm just really disappointed that they want us to suffer for 2 months with this crappy AoE. Because now, if I get Halls of Reflection, I'm getting my ass out of there. There's no way that you can tank it. Don't try it. I would not try it. I really don't know what else to do. I don't think I don't know. But I also play Priest, a Holy Priest, and she is a lot of fun. I like the new specs. My Rogue, I haven't really tried out, but they look like a lot of fun, especially Subtlety. And has anyone else noticed, but some of the talents that should be in different specs are like PvP things are in PvE specs, and PvE is in PvP. I don't know why they did that. Maybe someone wants to be PvE Subtlety or something. But it seems like a lot of classes have that. My Shaman, a lot of fun. Looks like they're going to do a lot more damage, but at the same time looks like they kind of got nerfed. So I'm kind of interested to see how she turned out. Mages, of course, bear tanks, if whatever kind of tank you are watching this, there's no way that you're going to hold aggro against a mage. They're doing insane DPS, and same with DKs. Hopefully these people understand that, we suck now. There's not much that we can do, but, people have been pulling off me left and right. Now I'm just letting them die because, for the most part, people just aren't letting me get enough time to gather up the mobs and then swipe, instead of ruining my swipe on like 2 mobs until waiting for them to gather up on me. So, sorry guys, there's not really much that you can do other than wait for hopefully a fix, but from what I hear, Blizzard says that they're not going to fix anything. They're just going to, wait until everybody's 85 and then see the feedback.
Also, I forgot to mention that along with being able to input more glyphs, the Maul glyph has also been reduced from hitting 2 targets to hitting 1 target with full damage of Maul, and hits another target for only 50% of the damage of the Maul. I do still recommend that you keep this glyph, especially with the issues you may experience with the new swipe. This should help even out some of the thread issues. So, what do you guys think about patch 4.0.1? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Why or why not? I will be responding to the feedback, so make sure you leave a comment. I will update my basic bear tanking guides to fit the new changes that came with the patch, along with some pointers on how to prevent issues while tanking to improve your overall tanking quality. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next video. And make sure that you subscribe to keep updated on when my new videos are released.